I remember that I got a visit from somebody, maybe in the second or third year. I think it was the third year of my recovery from borderline personality disorder. I think I had just learned that my ex-wife had remarried, or this was shortly before I learned about it. But, I had been really struggling with a lot of things and trying to get better, trying to figure these things out, my health, my emotional health, the causes of all those things and the solutions for them. And somebody come over to my apartment, knocked on the door, came in and said, "Hey, I just was thinking about you. Let's have some tea or something. You mind?" And I said, "No, come on in here." And we sat down with some tea, and I was feeling just fine. I was pleased to have this person's time and visit. And as soon as they asked me about how I was doing, it was like the floodgates opened up. I started to tell them, to try to explain my frustrations, my struggles, my pain, and my emotions just welled up like water in a well, come up in me and overflowed, and I couldn't control myself. I started crying, and I felt ridiculous because I didn't really understand why I was crying. When these are things I'm dealing with every single day, and I'm handling them. They're not pleasant, but I'm handling them. But why, when I get the opportunity to talk about it, would my emotions behave that way and well up and overcome me like that? Well, if you think about it, while we're dealing with really difficult things on our own, we're having conversations with ourselves about how hard this thing is, or how disappointed we are in this thing, or how sad this thing makes us feel. When we get an opportunity to express that, think about how much time that has been building up, and then we get a kind-hearted person, somebody who's compassionate, who wants to understand, sits down and says, "I'm the person. You don't know it, but you've been dying to express these things to somebody other than just to yourself." When you finally get that opportunity, isn't it like the pressure of a trillion tons of water is just bursting out of a dam? And that's sort of what it's like. So, I want to tell you folks who have talked to me and who that has happened to, I don't think it's silly. It's happened to me in the past. It's completely natural and healthy and understandable. It's not a thing of humiliation or anything like that for that to happen to you. For those of you who have not had that experience, or for those of you who believe that maybe you're holding on to a bunch of pressure like that and you need somebody to talk to, I'm your guy. You can do that on our group, on Locals. We're all over there on thelastsymptom.locals.com. That's LOCALS, or you can download the Locals.com app from the App Store and then just search for The Last Symptom by Brian Barnett. And that's a great resource. We do these live chats every once in a while. That is a great opportunity for you to be heard, to get these things out of you, and to just be heard. I can tell you that the folks in my group, in our community, can understand the nuances of what you're dealing with a lot better than probably anybody else can. And not only that, but offer you some possibly truly valuable insights while you're dealing with these sorts of things. And that's one way to do it. The other way is that you can schedule a call with me or a Zoom video call with me, and we can talk through it that way. Often when we realize that some vulnerability that we're dealing with or something is not that all that unusual or unique, it really takes the pressure off, doesn't it? It's completely human, and there's nothing shameful about being human and allowing ourselves to be human.